known, though, anything that I say, you know what I'm saying, on this interview, I want to let it be known that it's for content only.
I'm clowning.
Man, forget that.
Why we gonna look directly in the camera like this at your interview? Hey, I'm coming at you on this interview. I want to mix you. No, but I was across the water when I was behind that wall.
Tell me what you know about the hood life.
Yeah, y'all already know, man. Last time y'all seen him was a couple years ago, but you know, we back with an updated joint for y'all. So what's up, man? How you been feeling?
Worry about it, nigga.
That's all.
Wow, what's up?
You know what I'm saying? So for the people who not too familiar, would you go ahead and introduce yourself?
They know who I am. Slida. Yeah.
That's all.
Slida Muada SP. You know what's up.
That's all. So before we get into your childhood, I want to jump right into the recent events, you know, that's just going on. We might as well talk about the events that happened yesterday as far as at the Eid, the end of Ramadan, and things like that, man. What was your thoughts as far as the news and all the clips that was going on, the young boys tripping?
Despicable. They need their ass kicked. They need to get trashed. Acting up, they don't know no better. Can't blame them. They don't know no better, bro. That's what I learned down. When somebody don't know no better, you really can't blame them. They just gotta get trained a little better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, you feel like that fault's more on them,
yeah,
or their parents, or like who fault did that fall on for real? Because I say this, like kids only know what you teach them.
Yeah. This is, you know, this right here is teaching the kids. This device right here is teaching them. So, the TikTok stuff and all that, YouTube teaching them. So, from the age of like a kid, from birth to the age of puberty, the parents are held accountable, and once they reach puberty, you know, everybody's held accountable from their own sins. So, you already know.
No, that's all. That's all. So, take them back for real. Talk about like your young boy days. How was it for you?
How was it for me in my young boy days?
I'm here so I won't get fined.
I grew up in the Fed, so it was on the yard. Grew up in jail.
Yeah, but before that though, like what was your adolescence like?
I was getting money. I was a millionaire.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta. We can shoot another day. You ain't feeling it, but you gotta really tune in or put the phone
I'm tuned
down.
in. I ain't got my phone too. What you want me to do? I want you to look directly in your camera like this at your interview, nigga. Yeah, that's me, dog.
No,
right?
I know, but you know the people wanna give them that energy, man.
Yeah, it's there. They know what's up. Slida. They know Slida. Stop playing, bro. Yeah.
So what's it like coming up in South Philly? South Philly different though, man.
It ain't for the turkeys. Yeah, you know what's up. Hey, I'm coming at you on this interview. I want to mix you. I'm going to mix you, that's why.
You know, I was ducking right.
All right, we going to rip after this joint. We going to rip on camera then.
That's man.
For real, bro. Because I know where you trying to go at with these questions. Go ahead, come on with it.
I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
No, you know I'm a builder. I gotta do a good conversation.
Build me up. First. Come on.
No, the reason why I say that, bro, because like if you know, you know, and the world a little twisted today because people really going off of just social media presence, and then they're utilizing that as far as the reality of the world. Now I say all that to say, without social media and all that shit, you and your family, y'all already, you know, was somebody for real. And a lot of people don't really understand the history as far as, you know, South Philly, you know, coming up and just being thorough in general.
Yeah, we are South Philly. You talk about South Philly, you talk about Muada. And me, you talk about Hawk. You talk about Slick. You talking about Berg. And me, you talk about She Day. You know what I mean? You talk about the boys. You know who he is. They know who he is. You know what I mean? I've been around the world. They know who I am, bro. They know who I am over in Japan, huh? Real, bro. They know who I am, bro. Everywhere. I mean.
Oh, that's different. But you was across the water?
No, but I was across the water when I was behind that wall. There's all different types of people in that jaw. I ain't had to go over water. They came over the water and came over the wall. All different types of sorts of people, all types of walks of life. The government got them in that jaw.
So how old was you when you first got arrested?
Come on, bro. You know, I gotta say what I don't know, but I was a young boy. I think I was like 11.
Damn.
Or 12.
You was off the step that early? I say that because I feel like today a lot of kids, they be like 18 and 19, then they start like getting in trouble and shit, and it kind of be like, I feel like that's what's going on today because it's like y'all just doing shit and, you know what I'm saying, just starting trying to do some shit.
So what I learned was that the mind don't develop to adulthood until you 25 or older. So when I see teens doing stuff, sometimes I can't say nothing, but I still have to say something because they said something to me because, you know, the people before me did the same thing. So it's like you have to say something, but at some age they gonna grow and look at themselves and be like, damn, I did that. I was cutting up. Because I do the same thing. Like I was vicious. Up and down town in the gallery and all that and doing all types of crazy stuff, but I wasn't too crazy. I was kind of in order, you know what I mean? I still had a little discipline, but I wasn't doing what they doing. They cutting up at the end and everything. Real rap. They doing too much out here. I think it's getting worse and worse and worse. But as a kid, I did a lot of stuff for fun, you know, just to get, you know, just to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was some of them South Philly legends like back in the day, you feel me, names that was ringing bells?
South Philly legend that was ringing bells. South Philly legend that was ringing bells. I ain't really know none of them turkeys for real, bro. I just knew me and my folks, bro. My brother T Black. I just knew me and mines, bro, and my family. There was some people that was ringing bells though. I respect some of them, some of the South Philly guys. But I don't really like dropping names. Like nowadays, it's too hot to drop names.
No, I respect
real
that, bro.
rap. Like you gotta watch these interviews because I was in court, bro. They brought a lot of rap lyrics. My lawyer like, look, they up on this line right here. What did you mean? Well, you asked me what they mean.
Yo, you the crip, bro.
You gotta watch what you saying on these interviews. So I ain't dropping no names.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Cause
I was a legend. Water Bang.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I'm like that with the knuckles and everything. You know what I mean? I ain't implementing nobody. Real rap, dog.
No, that's a good joke. I remember you called me, yo. Then I'm like, yo, so you said, yo, yeah, man, with the court, they pulled this up. I'm like, what? That made me really like, oh, I gotta be cautious. Like,
yeah, watch your questions you asking certain G's and gangsters and shit like that, dog. I mean, that shit get held in court. They'll come cuff you. They'll come cuff you from an interview.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm on this joint playing the real. I'm just trying to bid and get some algorithm going. I'm trying to get some content bidding and all that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's like, it's crazy because the way it is now.
Oh, wait, 1 second. I want to let it be known, though. Anything that I say, you know what I'm saying, on this interview, I want to let it be known that it's for content only. You know what I'm saying? If I say something that might be that might goes against something that will probably be held against some type of law enforcement, it cannot be used. Do not use this. Can't be used in a court of law. No law enforcement cannot use nothing that I say in regards to no interviews. Okay, got it? Go ahead, continue.
No, thanks though. And the crazy thing is, I understand where that's coming from, and I want to take them back as far as the first time you was being locked up in the feds and shit. You was like barely 18 or something like that, right? Or
Yeah,
18,
right.
17?
Yeah, they actually waited until I turned 18 for them to indict me.
So them charges can really stick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was that like you 17, bro, you in there with grown men, and then you ain't even in like the regular jails, you in the big boy Jones, the feds. That's different.
Yeah, at the time, back in 2002, And back in 2002, you had to be some kind of status guy to get grabbed by the Fed. So I guess they looked at me as that's what I'm saying, a legend. I was a legend. I'm a legend at 17. You know what I'm saying? I had it. According to them, to their documents, that I had it rocking. You know what I'm saying? They said I was giving out packages. I had niggas hustling for me. I had lookouts on corners. They said my block was doing 20,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they got the information, but they was looking for me to book me. They booked me. They put me on drug possessions. You know what I mean? But yeah. They was on me, and when I was experienced that when I was in there with grown men, I wasn't shooken at all because I was a grown man and still is a grown man. So that at 18, it wasn't about nothing. I mean,